Welcome to Calder Park Raceway. Yes, here we are under lights, not on the Thunderdome, but on the road racing circuit. Gee, there's been a lot of history here at this racetrack, and history once again, Porsche's out doing it in the dark here at Calder Park. With me is Chris Hones. Chris, temperature's a little bit on the colder side. Should make a bit of a difference for these guys.
Yeah, that's the first time we've raced at night time with these cars, and there's going to be a lot of things that we're going to find out in this race that we haven't experienced before.
Well, I think right at the moment we'll just have a look at Wayne Park and Jeff Morgan going at it head-to-head in Class A, 40 to 39 points. Jeff Morgan only 1 point behind. Now have a look at the B-Class guys, so close, and they're actually looking at, well, a good point score in the overall Porsche Cup Series. So they're looking strong. This is round 7 of the Australian Porsche Cup here at Calder Park. Williams, row 1, right beside him Jeff Morgan. Our defending champion, Wayne Park, back on row 2. So he's really going to have to work hard early on to try and make up that gap. As we said, temperature's a little bit cold. A lot of wheel spin here off the line, but it is Williams that's gotten away nicely. Right in beside him, Morgan as well. That's Ed Aiken in the pink machine heading up. You can see a little bit of dicing going on here as they try and settle themselves down. When they come onto the straight, this is a fast straight. So you can see that the braking area here will play a big part. Flames already pouring out of the back of the machines. The turbo machines will look fantastic in the night racing. I think the track really is cold. There's been a bit of action already as they charge down into the S's here that'll lead them up and over the hill. Wayne Park sideways. Oh, and Tom Williams has got problems. Can you believe that? Wayne Park here trying to get himself back onto the circuit. I'm not sure, Chris, whether they're involved in the same incident.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to tell, but Tom's car is definitely looking very second-hand, parked up against the wall. I mean, it really had it. Yeah,
bad luck for him. Anthony Tratt on screen. There's Williams. Well, he's okay. Good news. But, gee, the car doesn't look too good. We'll hope that he can fix that a little later on. Another spinner down here. Gee, I wonder whether the track really is cold and giving them some problems. Not for Anthony Tratt, though, on the Toll Express machine. Up and running. He'd be happy with that. I saw that Wayne Park managed to get back onto the circuit. I think we'll have a charge through the rear of field as we did down in Symonds Plains.
Yeah, Anthony Tratt then just took advantage of everyone else coming together and having problems, and he's just really scooting away now. He's really taking advantage of everyone else's misfortune there. Yeah, yellow flag section out, so all wheels locking up there again, and maybe there's a little debris on the circuit, I'm not sure, but right at the moment, yellow flag section, debris there definitely on the circuit, so he'll just have to hold station. Morgan in behind him now. Jeff Morgan, this is his chance, isn't it? With Wayne Park being so far down the field, this really does give Jeff Morgan in the Vodafone machine a real chance to try and pile on some points. And here we are, round 7 already of the championship, and these guys only separated by a point. This is close racing, and certainly the crowd loving the Porsches, the flames that they've been bellowing already. And I think we'll start to see some really, well, definitely the discs will be glowing, but the flames these turbo Porsches manage to billow will be something else. Well, that's Witham's machine there. Gee, that's a tidy looking piece of gear as well. Right in behind him, that's Ed Aiken. So there's these guys starting to settle themselves in. Tratt, though, he's out in front, running away with it, having himself a nice, tidy time. Jeff Morgan, though, closing, and no doubt he'd be able to see the headlights pretty all the time now as Morgan closes in on the tail of the Tratt Toll Express machine. Tratt, though, comes on, doesn't he? I mean, throughout 1995, we're starting to see this man really develop as a race car driver. He really has thought about what he's doing. They've got a great team. Paul Little backs him up, and between them, these two guys sharing information, really doing a nice job and coming up with some competitive equipment. Morgan, though, putting the pressure on him, and this is what it's all about. Morgan really is in the driver's seat, to coin a phrase, because he now can put the pressure on Tratt, and we've seen Tratt's car's a little unbalanced under brakes. Just have to see how it settles as he comes down the fast straight. Speeds, Chris, along the front straight here? Well, pretty high speed, up around over 250 k's, and flat in 5th gear down there. That's a really fast part of the circuit. But just looking at Jeff Morgan there, he can see that if he can knock this off, it gives him the lead in the Australian Porsche Cup Championship, and he's going to be going at it really hard.
Well, no doubt the pit crew are telling him exactly that, and get on with it, pick up as many points as you possibly can. Now he charges to the outside. This is Jeff Morgan monstering Tratt's machine. Now what he's trying to do, of course, is tuck to the inside, get some decent drive here. He's probably just letting Tratt know where he is, because right at the moment there's still that debris on the circuit. They don't want to cut a tyre, so they've got to be fairly careful about the fact that the track is not 100%. Temperature definitely is down, and that's one of the problems, isn't it? Because you've really got to come to grips with tyre compounds and just what suits the circuit. And for everyone, this is, well, it's a new ball game. Yeah, I think they'd be planning on a few tyre changes, just trying to come to grips with the difference. Chris, you're right. Every time that Tratt goes for the brakes, the headlights come on. There's no doubt about that. I've been watching, and you've picked it in one. That's exactly what's happening. I'm sure that if he was behind someone, they'd be putting them off, because you'd be wondering what the hell he was doing. Either way, it is Jeff Morgan who's got his lights on and the pedal down and getting on with it. And the old El Paso machine really does look a treat. Morgan, I believe, is producing another car as well.
Yes, Jeff's about to go into the GT production category, and he's really going to shake him up in that as well.
Well, he'll have a lot of experience, and no doubt he's probably got a few tricks up his sleeve that he's planning on using. This is a great battle going on here. Still that debris out on the circuit, not much they can do about that. But this is a fantastic race for the lead. And you can see here Morgan trying everything he can. Tratt not folding under pressure. He's doing a nice job in the Toll Express machine right now. And Toll Express, of course, is the trucking company. You see their trucks all over the place, the same paint scheme. And Paul Little, a principal in that company, he backs up his driver, the man he's employed to do the driving. So it's a little unusual that the team owner would in fact find himself playing, well, I suppose second fiddle's not a good word or a good term to use, but that's what he does. He looks after Tratty, who's the lead driver. Well, lap competitors coming into play already. Now, Morgan, I'm not sure. Here he is, big drive onto the straight. This is what he's trying to do, but Tratt really covers the inside. Morgan's got to go right round the outside. That's exactly what he does. And from here on in, I would say that unless Morgan has a problem, he's going to drive away from Tratty, unless Tratty's been, well, keeping something to himself. I doubt it. All that pressure on him, though, certainly would have, you'd have had it, you'd have used it. Not a lot of, well, rubber into the circuit. The track is a little bit green, and Porsche Cup cars have a choice of any tyre they wish. They can use any compound that they want, and so they will be able to develop over a period of time the knowledge and simply get some data as to what they want to use and what they're comfortable with. Tratt is not letting Morgan get away with it. Here comes Morgan again, back onto the straight, and she's a fast back straight here, there's no doubt about that. And as they come around onto the straight, charging in third gear, really getting some drive, as we heard already from Chris Holmes, better than 250 kilometres per hour down the front straight.
Just looking at Harry Witham there in that turbo car, that's very similar to the Grundig car that I run. And you look at the back of the car, you can see the exhaust pipes glowing cherry red through the heat of the turbocharger. And Harry going there for Calder Tack, I think that's last year's sponsor actually, so he says he's looking for someone else to replace him this year. But, they're definitely getting good value for money.
Well, one lap to go, and Morgan definitely has the pedal through the firewall, because Tratt is still on a charge, not letting him get away with this. This has been this has been the best drive yet that I have seen from Anthony Tratt. And we've watched him drive on many occasions, but he has really settled into this. He's kept the pressure up. Morgan is going to put maximum points in the bag. That's what he wants to do. Wayne Park, haven't seen him after that off. A real problem there, real shame for him. And after Simmons Plains, it really didn't go all his own way. Here we are at Calder Park, and Morgan really is on the charge with the points, and that's, well, here we are, round 7. You've got to keep it on. It is a championship as they charge onto the straight here for the final time. It has been a race, long battle. Morgan takes it out. Anthony Tratt right in behind him in the Toll Express machine. A fantastic battle from these two. I wonder who's come third. It has been simply a walk away for these two guys. Witham crosses the line, grabs third. Great run from him as well, simply to even stay on the same lap. These two guys running away with it. A brilliant race, Chris.
Yeah, it really was fantastic. The way that Jeff Morgan took advantage of the traffic there, got around Tratt, and Tratt threw everything at him, trying to come back at him. But Jeff was just too good on the night, and looks like he's going to be leading the championship after round 7 of the Australian Porsche Cup here at Calder Park.